Hey there, Griever Gang. Welcome back to Griever Productions. I put onto YouTube not too long ago a post asking for some weird and wacky suggestions, things that are a little out of the ordinary, and the fact of the matter is, you came through for me. So I'm gonna dedicate the next few days, or the next few videos at least, to having a look at some of these weird and wacky bands and songs that you guys have suggested. But I thought that I would start with the one that I think will be the least weird and wacky. A few people have said, hey, Dan Vasc did pour some sugar on me. It is a little bit weird and wacky. Let's see how it goes. This might be a good little segue into having a look at some weird and wacky stuff. So before we begin, please do leave a like on the video. It really does help. If you have not subscribed, I'd highly appreciate it if you did so. And if you like what we do, and if you like what we do on the channel, there's more ways. Words are things that come out of my mouth. If you like what we do on the channel, at the end there are more ways that you can help. Without any further ado, let's have a listen to Dan Vasc singing "Pour Some Sugar on Me." I see. Okay, I see.
Love is like a bomb, baby, come and get it on. Living like a lover with a radar phone. Looking like a tramp, like a video van. Demolition woman, can I be your man?
Interesting.
Wrestling and tussling, affection, little light. Television lover, baby, go all night. Sometime, anytime, sugar me sweet. Little missy innocent, sugar me.
Nice! Okay, something I want to point out. So I had no doubt in my mind that he was going to hit these notes with absolute ease, right? The thing that I wasn't expecting, and the thing that I love about coming back to watching Dan's stuff, is that there's always something new. There's always something different in the way that this kind of vocal fry that he is putting onto his voice here is not something that we usually hear of him in the lower sort of register. And whilst I don't exactly know in this particular case, because vocal fry is not something that I'm proficient in, but perhaps there are people that are and would be able to answer this for me, I always made the assumption that vocal fry is easier in higher notes because it just sounds as though that is where it is predominantly used. However, Dan is actually proficiently using it in this kind of lower section here in a very similar way to, who's the singer of Def Leppard? Give me a sec. My brain is not working. Oh, Joe Elliott. Yeah. Anyway, but again, it's just another opportunity that Dan has taken here in order to go, hey, I've got all of this stuff in my arsenal. Let's go and show each individual bit of what I can do. He's a bit of a vocal chameleon, and I sincerely appreciate him for it. It's great. Oh no! Hang on. I've spat Pepsi all over myself. Give me a sec. Oh my god. It is not often that you say that a reaction video makes you need to change your pants. That's a first for me. Oh god. Alright, let's keep going. Okay, I need to know, is that Dan's dog? Is that Dan's dog? Because that's a cute dog. That's a cute dog. Listen, red line, yellow line, green line, go. Crazy little woman in a woman. I love that. I love that prominent bass line there too. Oh my god. Is he gonna fall again? I can't. I see why people said that this is good for a weird and wacky string of videos. I do. I really do. Something that I'm loving, something that I absolutely adore about Dan and the way that he's going through this, is the vocal work. This genuinely feels to me as if this is a bit more of a almost like an exercise for him rather than something that's difficult for him to do. I could be wrong in saying that. Obviously, that is just a speculative comment, but that's what it feels like to me, because we've seen him do much more difficult stuff. We've seen him do much more taxing stuff vocally, and I wonder if it was I wonder if this song was a choice in order to get some of these creative juices out visually, or if it was a case of, hey, let's have some fun layering some harmonies, because there's no level of difficulty here for him, and it's incredible, and it says a lot for his voice as well, because this is not a song that a lot of people can just do. Like, there's a lot that would go into a song like this. The key is not incredibly difficult, but there is a very specific way in which it needs to be sung in order for it to even register as being quote-unquote good. Because, again, it's not difficult. A lot of the beauty comes in the tonality, not only of the instruments, but the vocal. Not only of the vocal, but in the instruments as well. And, yeah, Dan's just nailing it as he does. Yeah, I wouldn't be able to do it either. I wouldn't be able to climb a tree like that, and he is far more athletic than I am.
You got the peaches, I got the cream, sweet to taste, saccharine.
That's better. That's more my speed. Brilliant. Yeah, that's right. I forget that he's a retro gamer and he does retro gaming things. Oh, that's brilliant. Okay, all right. I think we are off to a good start for this for these weird and wacky things. Alright, so to the final thoughts on this. This was really great. Now, something that I love to talk about when it comes to Dan, and something that I appreciate so greatly from Dan, when it comes to Dan, is that at this particular juncture, we know where his preference lies with the music that he does, but he is constantly showing that he has more to him and that he can do so much more than just the rock stuff. And I know that that's a funny thing to be saying considering he just did a rock song, right? But the reason that I like to keep bringing this up is there is this belief when like nurturing talent within younger people that they need to focus along one avenue, and that branching out into a multitude of different things is never a good idea. This is the mentality of a lot of these things, especially where I am. I don't know how this is obviously worldwide, but there was a program here. I've spoken about this program before. I won't name what it was because, frankly, it was difficult for, and I know that being difficult is not inherently a bad thing. The reason that I say difficult is that it was difficult in the sense of taxing on the mental health of the people that went there in a huge, huge way. For instance, one of the people that I was there with, they went and were pigeonholed as the kind of theatre person, right? They were there as a musical theatre person, and when they decided that, no, I'm going to do something a little bit different for them, I'm going to write a song and I'm going to perform that, because she ventured away from what she did, and they believed that she should not have done that. She was then removed from that program, which was... there are a great many things that I could say about this particular program, but I digress. But what a lot of people, especially around my age, that were doing stuff around the time that, like learning around the time that I was, it was very much this: you need to pigeonhole yourself. You need to pick a realm. You need to pick a lane. You need to pick country, or you need to pick, rock music, or you need to pick classical music, or you need to pick jazz music, and never the two shall intertwine. And I'm so happy that there are artists like Dan that we look at now, especially on this channel. Dimash is another one on this channel. Eric is another one, Eric Gronvall, Tommy Johansson. All of these people that we look at, and they are constantly testing their own boundaries and testing what they can do as vocalists and branching out into different things. And it shows that based upon their popularity, and that the people that are really into their music, we can efficiently and effectively say stuff you to the people that were saying, no, you've got to pick a lane and stick to it. Which is, to this day, I still harbor bad feelings about that, because it limited those people so much. And it still does my head in. It still makes me mad, actually. Thank you guys for suggesting this one. This one has been absolutely great. Thank you guys so much for watching. Like the video if you enjoyed. Subscribe. Do all that sort of thing. And I'll see you in the next one. Bye for now. Thank you so much for watching. If you liked what we did here today, for as little as $3 Australian per month, you can join us over on Patreon and become one of our tiered members and join the wonderful list of people here. If you're into gaming, I also have a gaming channel that I have recently gotten back into. And also, on this splash screen, you might see something a little bit interesting. More news on that coming soon.